Sacred Space servants, this is Pastor Albert. I am trying a new way to communicate, and if you like it, let me know, and I'll keep doing it. But just trying to find another way to communicate besides email, because sometimes that gets lost. But the first thing I want to say to you is I want to say thank you for all the ways that you serve us, our community, our neighborhood every Sunday. I'm grateful for all the work that you put in. It would not be possible to do what we do every Sunday without you, so I'm deeply grateful for you, so thank you. The second thing I want to communicate to you is just what it is that you're working towards, what it is that we are working towards. Why do we do what we do? And I want to suggest and I want to put out there a vision for what we're doing for the next year. And that vision is that we gather at Sacred Space to become God's family for the forgotten and the fatigued. A fuller expression, we're already God's family, but how do we fully begin to realize that? How do we make that a concrete reality? So let me break that down. So when we're talking about family, what I think about with family is that family is where you belong. Family is where you are chosen, not because of who you are, but because of who chooses you. And that we would have that experience that we can be fully ourselves with all our junk, all our messiness, all our running around children, all the craziness of what it means to be family, and know that God still chooses us. God has chosen us to be family together, and that's why we have that sense of being chosen and belonging and not left out. And my hope is that we're not just family for ourselves, but we're family for others as well. So there are other people who need to know that they are part of God's family, and particularly the forgotten, the people who are on the margins, the people that the world does not necessarily value or express value for. So whether it's those who are undocumented, those who with black or brown skin, those who are without homes or are poor, if the world says you do not value, we have a sense that God says the opposite, that you in particular are chosen and you are part of God's family. So we want to make sure that that message is heard clearly and that message is experienced by the people who are at Sacred Space. The other piece that we want to be family for is those who are fatigued. So I think of all those who are hungry and thirsty for righteousness, for justice, for love to exist more fully in this world, and who are working in their work or in their families or in their ministries to express that. But it can be tiring. And so when we get weary, where's the place that we can be restored? And I believe that Sacred Space can be that space. I think of when Ben McBride came, who is one of those people I respect for his work for justice. He came and he grows weary in his work, and we had a chance to pray for him. And as we prayed and laid hands on him, he was just weeping with a sense of God's Spirit coming and allowing him to just rest for a little bit. So that's a bit of our vision. If this works for you, I'll communicate more this way. But I want to thank you. Thank you for all the things that you do in helping us become a family for the forgotten and the fatigued.